welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and we are brought to you by the kind support of CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Trolllord Games, and Nathrax 3D Minis. Look out for your chance to win in our fabulous giveaways. Check the session for today's giveaway. And, of course, you can get yourselves a lovely discount over on their homepages using the coupon codes that will pop up in chat. Do not miss this amazing stuff. CZRPG with their beautiful encounter design, maps, a fantastic Patreon for you to join. Phoenix Dice, their incredible, sustainably produced, recycled packaging and everything. The wonderful Click-Clap Math Rocks, do check them out. Trolllord Games with their incredible Castles and Crusades original system and lots of D&D content as well. And the beautiful 3D printed and beautifully painted, if you wish, minis of Nathrax 3D Minis. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Please check them out and let them know that the Odyssey sent you. Now, let us also say a huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Sirenscape. Amazing music and sound effects for your games, and just makes the whole experience a completely different level. Check them out, stuff for D&D, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, other game systems, board games, science fiction, fantasy, everything you need. Link in chat for your chance to get a free trial of this amazing product. Now, let's get into the session. To adventure! Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the southern shores of the Sea of Fallen Stars, here in Chessenta, the southern reaches down on the Methmere in the town of Merth, where our adventurers are fomenting rebellion and laying plans to take over the city here and use it as their base of operations as they create a countrywide rebellion against the tyrannical regime of Shala, who has taken over from the previous ruler. And that is what we're about to jump back into here. We are missing two of our adventurers, unfortunately, today, but never fear, we have these three wonderful people and all of you folks over there in chat, so thank you. A big thank you to everyone joining us already. Pleasure to see lots of familiar names and some new ones too, and a few people with some new badges over there. MS City Art also has a new badge because Twitch now has their new artists badges. So one of the privileged few that your camera froze as you was like wide mouthed in surprise. You're like, you're back now. Okay, so yes, big thank you to.
It's honor.
Indeed. You're very well. No, thank you. It's an honor to have you. Although I can't show off your work today because you're a player, so do not make you work on your own characters. But there it is. Look at that little brush and easel.
Whee!
Or palette, sorry.
I'm special.
Hey-yo. So yes, you, Kaz the DM, Evan Blair art, share, and Patch for his intros as well, which we shall show off Patch's artistic talents in just a moment. Okay, so, my friends, we are here, and a massive thank you to everyone joining us already. Big chunk of folks in already, thank you. Absolute pleasure to have you all here. And those in the VOD squad as well, thank you for joining our adventures wherever and whenever you can. If you want to jump over and catch up with any of our previous adventures, previous campaigns that are finished and done, Curse of Strahd, Descent into Avernus, the Snout of Omgar and all that goodness, please head on over to the YouTube and links over there. And there's the Twitter and all that kind of stuff as well. And you can jump into our Discord to get all kinds of news and things that are coming up whenever you fancy it. Boop, there it is there. Okay, so as we are going here, lots of new badges, Phantom, yeah. And we are jumping in here. Now, tonight is a little special as far as the giveaway is concerned. That wonderful Christian and all the others over at CZRPG have given us one of their fantastic one-shot locations, as we are wont to like to give away here on the channel, a fantastic Adamantine City location, which is great to play as a one-shot or to use in your campaigns. Drop it in, nice plug-and-play kind of thing. But today's rather special because they have just finished publishing and printing and formatting the PDF for their latest Kickstarter, the incredible amazing encounters and places, which looks... Ah, crap, it's not on the screen. Hang on.
I saw that on Twitter, I think,
Yeah,
right?
you
I would have
did.
seen that from your account. I thought it looked really good. I was like, ooh.
It is stunning. I have my copy and I've been looking through it and I'm very excited. There are 8 different locations in this one, each with a bunch of different encounters which you can string together as a little mini campaign or play as one-shots or drop them into your campaigns. Very, very versatile, useful products to have. Where's it gone? I'm trying to find... Hang on. Sorry, folks. I did have something to show you here, but I got it lost in a different setup here. I think is this one.
Spirited Away.
It is. Off and away there. There we go. I think that should do it. Boop. Let's see. Is that going to be it? Yes, there we go. Here it is. This is what I'm trying to show you. Amazing encounters and places. Be amazed from the incredible CZRPG. We have one digital copy of this whole thing. 300 plus page. Beautiful, beautiful maps. Interesting encounter design, original monsters and magic items, and as I said, plug and play little encounters to use or mini campaigns, about 3 or 4 sessions long for each one. Nice little romps through the imagination of those wonderful people at CZRPG. So, if you would like your chance to win, !enter in chat, and we will draw our lucky winner. Chav under dibs at the
Can I
end.
enter?
No, you may not.
Please.
Chav, you can't call Chav, you can't call dibs without entering. !enter in chat, everyone, and you can have your chance to win. Like Grace Guy, just !. Yes, yes indeed. Amazing. There you go, Chav. Now you may attempt to call dibs. Okay. Boop. Now, as I was saying, we are here causing some ruckus and rumpus here in the city of Meth, and we are going to rejoin our adventurers after they, last time, finished up talking with the twins Astalicious and Astalacious, and brought them into their cause here, their secret fighting school that they are running, training with the various Jedricks and watchmen of the city that were made redundant by the new regime, and they were pointed in the direction of the old Jedrick captain, who would be vital for them to have on their side if they are going to foment a decent rebellion here and get all of those people on their side. They're doing all right for themselves. They've met a few folks. They've brought on some of the farmers from the region, and they have a few other people that are in their corner. But the ex-Jedrick captain had a request of them if he was going to give them his support. He wanted them to prove themselves able to, to be in charge of this rebellion. And he was at first reluctant, but then threatened into it as those two at the top there busted in through his second floor window and approached threateningly down the stairs. And as they managed to convince him that they should have a chance at proving themselves, he asked them to recover, unfortunately, the body of his son, who had gotten himself into trouble out in the countryside surrounding the city, and was in a cave populated by some mountain lions. They travelled out to the spot, and as they approached, they were bemused by the strange mix of footprints and animal prints surrounding the cave, not simply paw prints of the lions. As they approached closer, the owners of those footprints emerged in defense of the cave. A strange motley crew of a giant mountain goat, a enormous centipede, and a terrifying war ostrich. This strange group working together for some reason, and seemingly very, very bizarrely in tandem, attacked the group, and 2 of them were destroyed, and the war ostrich was subdued and brought under the wing, if you will, for use later on by some more shenanigan-loving friends of ours that are not here today. Probably off busy how to train your ostrich. is going on in the background. And they were confronted by the lion and lionesses of the cave, but discovered talent, recognizing talent as Loose wild-shaped into a little kitty cat, and made a connection there, as this was in fact a druid in wild shape himself, the same druid in wild shape that had been harrying their journey from the north, seemingly wanting revenge for the fact that they tried to mind control his lioness friends, which was simply Loose using Speak with Animals to make some new friends. But it was okay. It was okay. You convinced him that you were about a good cause and trying to do some good deeds here, and he was also very upset with the new regime and wanted to bring the force of the wild into play here as well. And it is as they return towards the town, towards the city, with the body of the ex-Jedrick captain's son recovered and to be given a proper burial, that we rejoin our adventurers here and see what lies in wait for them in today's Chessenta's Tyranny. Here we go. So, that's a beautiful intro, and the others here on the channel brought to you by the fabulous patch of QuestJunkiesUK. There is their link tree over there if you want to go and get some awesomeness in your games as well. Or just give them a follow, because they're a lovely fella. Now, let us meet these other lovely people that we have here today, going from top to bottom. Yes. Who are you in the world? Who are you playing, and where are you at?
I am Lily. Hello. I am playing Arius, who is a grumpy sea elf. He's just here to protect his good friend, Loose. Very good friend.
Good friend.
He definitely wasn't in a cult. He definitely wasn't involved in any cultish behaviour. Yeah, he is just doing his best. He's such a good boy. Definitely never murdered anyone. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Down the screen, Loose.
Hello, my name is Emma, and I am playing Lucio Lucernus, who is said very good friend. Lucio is an ambiguously fey mischief maker who absolutely cannot hold back on his instinct to destroy and wreak havoc wherever he goes.
Indeed.
As we've learned.
Yes, indeed. To our great pleasure.
Good luck with him and Alchemist Fire.
Luce would be jealous of one of our Out of the Abyss players, our fabulous Buns. Her character, who also likes a bit of chaos, did a D100 random Fey bargain and got kleptomaniac hair. Which is...
That's so funny. I love that.
I love to see it.
Like, they're traipsing through a forest at the moment, but it's going to become very useful, especially when they go to the.
They're going to just be
They're about to meet with Dwarven royalty soon.
The
so
party's going to be bold.
Okay. Grim Samson is in that group, yes. Good luck to you, Grim. Okay, so, my friends. The religion of chaos is the only religion. Cranky Yank, join us tomorrow for Candlekeep Mysteries, where we have the fabulous cousin Daisy as Diaz, the cleric of the Traveller, who likes a bit of trickery from time to time. Okay, thank you. And last but not least, by any measure, you get to employ Reese.
I'm Aelin. I play Reese, the criminal, bard, rogue, now multi-classed into rogue. Finally,
okay. Scuff's not here. It's okay. You don't. Oh, you did multi-class. Yes, everyone got the level up last time.
Yes.
Level 3.
Yeah, Reese, criminal but not murderer. Who knows?
At least no one alive can blame you of anything like that, or accuse you of anything like that. So yes, you took a level in rogue, having 2 levels in bard. Luce and Aris, just continuing on your chosen path.
I am a druid level 3.
Excellent.
And I'm feeling good about it.
Aris, what's yourself?
I am a Tempest cleric, and he is continuing as he is not particularly versatile. He just knows how to blow things up. Really, it's not fun.
Excellent. Okay, murder is a subclass in the criminal-based class.
Murder is a subclass.
Grim, they call it assassin.
No, we don't call it assassin. We call it straight up murder. I'm not speaking about Arius' approach.
Noted. Okay, thank you, my friends. Right, so as we dive back into things here, I think we're not going to skip too much in time. We're going to join you on the road as you approach the western gates of Meath, and I think the Jedricks on the gates go through a kind of bit of a journey on this one. At the first they're like look at this one, had a bit too much wine out on a picnic, huh? And then they realize that it's a dead body. Like, oh, what is going on? Why do you have a dead body? And then they recognize it as the ex-captain's son. He's like, I see. That old fool found someone foolish enough to go and retrieve it, huh? Well,
You
congratulations
can't
on not
imagine
getting
how weird
yourselves
this
killed.
came into our possession. If you tried to guess what happened out there, you'd get it wrong.
I do not care, but I do not want to go messing with any of those lions myself. We have ordered all of the other Derdricks and anyone travelling in on the road to stay away from that area.
Good idea. You should keep doing that. Right, guys?
Run over to the lions.
Just a shame that nobody went to reclaim the body sooner.
Hey,
That's crowd.
why should we endanger ourselves for, some lions?
I don't know. Why
snack?
should you care about the citizens of your city?
I vote
Anyway.
for the lions in charge.
By all means, continue about your day. We're just going to go return this body to
The ones
father.
stupid enough to get themselves killed? Why indeed.
Wow, are you calling us stupid? You have
No, this
weird
one.
faces.
This one.
Oh,
You're
you
alive,
guys
I
smell
think.
bad.
It's been a
You
long
guys smell
shift.
bad.
It's very hot today. Give us a break.
Yes, let's
Can I
leave
please
them
put
in
some
peace.
googly eyes on them?
Sleight of hand.
Can Reese assist?
Googly eyes.
How?
A distraction.
Like,
Just, making a show of carrying this body that they should technically be doing. And
Thank you, that
so
did help.
Luce can...
Strong is Reese.
Reese is
So
11,
you're like, oh yeah, look at all these corpses. At 18.
okay. They do not notice
Googly
They-
eyes right on their bum.
Google eyes. No, I think slapping them on the ass is going to be noticeable, I'm afraid.
I can play it off.
Come back. Sorry, Arius. Overcome. No, stop. Sorry. Trying to fix your camera, Lillian. It's being rude. Stay still.
What's your read
No.
camera?
No. Sorry, Rue. Ooh, that's the whole freaking background. No. God damn it.
I'm doing most of the body carrying, I see. Just checked my strength.
Wait, is Reese not doing this alone?
I thought we were both carrying the body because Luce.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
So be my guest.
Reese will take help, yeah.
Right.
And
It's in my notes. It's canon. I slap them on the ass.
yes, and then they are the laughing stock of the tavern later on when they go off
Indeed.
duty. There you
Indeed, that's my plan.
go. Okay. And yes, you I think one of them, like a more junior level Jedrick that is kind of like off at the sidelines, like looking a bit disapprovingly at how they're like bad mouthing this citizen and this disrespecting this dead body, and being generally rude. The senior senpai Jedricks, they're like, you escort them through the town so they do not get themselves in trouble. And as he turns to escort you, he sees you, Luce, doing that, but smiles and keeps his mouth closed.
I nudge him as we walk away. Hey,
Yes.
do you like kimchi?
What is that?
How about fine wine?
I've never drunk.
How old are you?
Old enough.
Okay, speak for child. Never mind. I look at the others. Do you enjoy fermentation?
At the other guards that you put googly
I
eyes
look at the other players, my besties, my pals.
Okay.
Aria stares blankly.
I love
He's
fermenting.
upset you slapped someone on the ass.
Reese?
So, most of the guards like those gents here? We're new in town.
All of the new ones. Some of them are truly horrible.
Any worth salvaging, in your opinion?
Salvaging from what?
Themselves.
Yeah.
See, we're holy
Therapy-
people,
therapy's
and we wish
great.
to bring them. We wish to bring them therapy.
Reese holds up a symbol of it's Bastet.
Yes. See, the god of therapy
Yeah.
No.
and workplace satisfaction.
Yes.
Yes.
Workplace satisfaction is very correct.
We. Well, there are a good number of Jedricks, mostly from before the change, and they are all decent, trying to do the right thing, ignore the bullies. But it gets harder. Every new group that comes in from the capital, worse and worse. And those mercenaries, ugh. Sorry, I shouldn't be
What would
talking
you
about
recommend?
this.
Well, what would you recommend doing about them? Is it an issue of training or just bad management?
Bad management can really affect a workplace, I've heard.
Yeah.
It is a shift of focus. More selfish, more greed.
Sounds
So-
like bad management to me.
This new guard, they're all just trying to find what's best for themselves, not willing to sacrifice anything for the people. I mean, you saw those ones, not wanting to retrieve this poor boy's body, unlike you brave folks. What was it like? Was there really
You're-
lions?
Yeah. What's your
How-
name, by the
How
way?
many?
Like
Don't worry about it. They're
5?
gone now.
5 big spooky lions and a big ostrich.
What? Ostrich?
Yeah, our friend took the ostrich over to the ostrich stable. He's going to train it with our other friend, I think.
Or eat it.
No, eat it.
Oh, That would be a terrible waste, and I don't think they taste very good. The eggs, on the other hand, keep it so it lays eggs. You can make giant omelets. It is fantastic.
Omelets or
I think
Great.
that's like 35 normal chicken eggs.
At least.
protein.
Crazy.
My name.
And your name,
My name is
sir?
Alciviadis. You can call
Oh,
me
wow,
Alki.
okay.
Alki for
His
short, which is
name-
funny because I've never drunk.
Alki.
Is that very British? I think it's a very British term, like a sort of abbreviation.
Alki, yeah.
Alki, right? I came from somewhere deep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any friends who like-minded individuals in the guards, so
Like a
that you
list
don't
of
fall
people you
into, slackened,
Well,
standards?
my
Sorry, what did Arya say? I missed that.
I was like, do you have a list of people you don't just like want dead?
narrows his eyes. I'm sorry.
Like, say, like you hate. Do you hate anyone? Say if a horrible plague went through, nothing to do with weapons or anything. A horrible disease. If people were gonna survive, who would you like to survive this?
He maneuvers so that Reese is between him and Arius. And he's like, well, my friends, my best friends at the barracks are Radan.
You're calling us your best friends.
My best friends are Radan, Tarnish, and Camille.
Hey.
Reese, those are
Radan,
the three you heard
Tarnish.
having
Yep.
a smoke break in the back alleys that time.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. They're good chaps.
We won't need facial features described then.
I like to think so.
So few though.
Is your friend okay? They seem very angry.
They have these premonitions about terrible plagues.
Apparently. Oh, are they an oracle?
Yes.
Are you an oracle? Predict
Very
something right now.
Luce,
Predict
your
his
foot is
future.
gonna hurt. I stamp on Luce's foot.
Oh, it hurt.
I don't think that
I
counts.
see. I will tell. And then I make it happen. Oracle.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. I see. I am. Do not talk too much like that. The people of Meth, they are struggling through these new hard times, and they do not want such doom and gloom.
I will be quiet.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit of doom and gloom lets us know what the realities of the situation is, and then follow that up by some joy and happiness.
I've been told I possess no joy and happiness.
Well, that's
Like,
why we're a good team.
Every silver lining has its cloud.
I am the cloud.
So you're silver and I'm a cloud.
Noted.
Cloud and silver, detective agency, fermenting guild.
Arya's kind of sulks back with the body.
You're with the fermenting guild. Have you brought new wine to the city? We are past our due. Like I said, I do not drink, but the others are getting very antsy about it. There is a new shipment of wine on the way, I assume, but
There'll be new wine.
everyone is waiting for that.
There'll be new wine, Alki. I can assure you of that.
Where was the wine shipment supposed to be delivered? And how long is it overdue?
It is not overdue. It's just it is due so that we are at the end of the previous batch.
Oh, okay.
It is making its way across from the west. Has several ports of call. It delivers wine to all of the various barracks and forts. It should be over somewhere around Chelm's Roost at the moment. And then it will come this way over the winding river and arrive here soon, I hope. You see on the map there, that's the next major settlement over to the west. North
does
of the
the wine
moor
get-
of the God Swallower.
Can I ask a question, Alki? So the wine, is that reserved exclusively for the Jedricks and whatnot, or do the people get some of that as well?
Indeed.
Oh, it's just for the Jedricks. The people can buy what they can afford in the taverns. The taverns are well stocked. It's just, there is a certain amount of free wine that is given to the Jedricks as part of their compensation.
What else comes as the compensation for the Jedricks?
Not very much these days.
Do you remember a time when there was more? Different?
Not me personally, but the older guards and Jedricks, some of the old timers. I like to go and visit them. They have lots of sage advice for a new fellow like me. Although they do prank me
Yes.
quite often. They tell me to avoid this one street because it's a very dangerous place to go. And
What
when
street would that be?
Yeah.
It was just full of greengrocers and fruit merchants.
What street? Tell me. That would be perfect for our fermenting needs, because fruit, it's good for
Not when it
fermenting.
ferments improperly.
It is the over on Trinotis Street.
I noticed street. See, because then if the fruit ferments improperly, Arius, we can go by more. On the dangerous greengrocer street.
But that's just it wasn't dangerous at all. They were just pulling my legs. Anyway, here we are, and you come round to the main kind of central square there, and off on that side road towards the old captain's house. Bring you over to the Neath map. Two seconds, everyone. Let's load in. It's over here, wasn't it? Sorry, folks. It's just going to take a second to load itself in there. My computer's trying to do everything all at once. And he kind of nervously goes forward and just like raps on the door. Ding, 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 ding. And let's see. What is it?
Luce, just so you guys know, Luce has that awful spark in his eye that makes it look like he might have a plan or an idea formulating.
The young guard calls out, Captain Hilagapos? Captain? And the captain opens the door.
Oh, he's alive. Good.
And what is it? Oh,
We brought the body back.
isn't it? And he looks past.
Here's your dead son.
We
Tell me you did not just say that.
Let me roll a dice.
Wow.
Okay, maybe I didn't say that. Maybe I started saying it and then Arius throttled me.
So that he could say it.
Reese kind of
Maybe
speaks
Reese-
up over any commotion, just like, yes. What was the guard's name?
The young one,
Yes,
Alciviadis.
Alciviadis was just escorting us.
And he like was just pushes past you, just not listening anymore. And there's a quiet that kind of falls over the streets around you, and you see that the few, this is not one of the biggest like bustling streets, but the few people that were moving past, pretty much everyone in the town knows who the old captain is, and realize what's happening here. And everyone stops and bows their heads as the old captain walks past. Hangs his head and closes his eyes, with just one hand on the shoulder of his son's body. You've done my family and this town great service.
Let's see if we can't do it a little bit more.
And
Reese is going to kind of like pull Alki aside and tell him, go get your friends from the guards for like essentially like an honor guard burial.
Okay. Yes, I can do that. And I'll get Thaddeus Royce too. And you've heard that name before. It was the he was the head priest up at the Parthenon, up on the rock, on the pillar rock in the center there, which I will show it to everyone if Roll20 ever uploads this map in. Sorry, everybody. Come on. Just to reload, see if we can get that faster. As Alcibiades just goes dashing off, his sandals flapping down the street, the captain says, You have shown bravery and skill, lacking and unfortunately lacking in a great number of our current Jedricks and these mercenaries. You have my thanks. And looks around, and people have kind of taken their moment and started moving again. And you have my support. Let us return a little decency to these streets. And yes, foment a little decency, huh?
I'm really sorry for your loss, by the way.
Thank you. Loose, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And appreciate it that you would risk yourselves for someone you don't know.
Alright, I was a cat half the time, and I think all my other friends were, pretty capable.
Like, lean over to Reese and just whisper, is this the part where we ask him for money?
No.
Okay.
This is the part where we change things.
I'm sorry, my CL friend. I cannot afford to compensate your bravery in that way, but
no, I wouldn't ask that.
What
support is invaluable.
Well, what value my voice has, I shall pay. Threefold, fourfold.
10-fold.
Oh, why not? And
may Merith be a city worthy of your voice again.
You're really inspirational, Reese.
Bardically so, you meant.
Yeah.
Might be leaning into the College of Oration or whatever.
Eloquence.
Eloquence, there we go. Something that I am lacking as an English speaker today.
He said eloquently.
Yeah.
No, it's a good. It's a good.
I look over at Arius and I say, "Don't
It was-
forget when I turned into a cat."
Yeah, that was what you always
Good
do.
lord,
Good job.
sorry. Sorry, roll. Oh yeah. Ah, you see, you just have to shame it into coming into clarity there. Sorry, I was gonna say roll 20 is just giving up the ghost today, but nope. There we go. Finally. Glad you could join us, roll 20. Bash roll 20 is my own system that's slow. Okay, so as you kind of are there for a while, he asks you to watch over his son and pops inside and puts on a slightly more formal looking robe. And before long, Alcibiades comes running back, and behind him, marching in formation, you do see 8 Jedricks. Older Jedricks, clearly from the times before the change of management, and they come marching down the streets, their armor glistening and blazing in the sun as the sky burns a deep orange as the sun starts to dip towards the horizon. And walking alongside them, you see a very old man in long white robes, clearly a priest. And he comes up to the old captain and takes his hands in both of his. Captain, it is such a great shame what happened, and also a blessing that the body has been retrieved and we can lay it to rest. And the captain looks at Alcibiades and claps him on the shoulder. Why don't you lead this guard, Corporal? And he kind of swallows his Adam's apple like coming up under his. Yes, Captain. Everyone, fall in. And the older Jedricks kind of like smiling to each other. They're like, yes, sir. Form up around the body of the captain's son, and the captain, along with the priest, walks at the front, and the guards flank either side, their spear tips up to the sky, pointing towards the celestial heavens, where hopefully the captain's son has gone to live out his afterlife. And do you fall in behind?
With some nudging.
Yeah.
I think I will turn to the others though and just be like, I know we saved him, but we barely knew him. Should we really be coming to this?
I will go wherever I am instructed.
Does it seem like
Iris.
we would be welcome at this funeral?
Yes, I think the captain did kind of like, suggest that you should go with them.
As we go, can Reese kind of subtly knock on doors and essentially try to gather more people to go to add to the procession?
I was trying to decide, like, it's that kind of setting. It's more of a Roman thing than a Greek thing, but I think some very kind of melodramatic people come up. They're like, professional mourning. Do you
They
require
start bawling.
Do you require more grief in your day? Oh.
Reese is kind of more thinking like something more of, I guess,
Could
something
rally the
to-
people, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like getting people to rally behind this movement.
Mm.
They they kick their sandals like, sad enough already then, right? Go off looking to be professional mourners elsewhere. How would you approach other people in the street?
Less trying to like approach people and more just kind of hoping that they will join of their own accord.
I think as you, because you were here, right, just by the Chromatic Colosseum, and so it does. You process along the marketplace, up around the base of the rock there, and up towards the Dassos, and in front of the gates of the fort. And as you do so, it does pull in people that recognize who this is and what's going on. And there's a what did I? Hang on. Where's this down somewhere? Sorry, I forget the guy's name, but that there is a moment where that shitty little captain, that's kind of the jumped up one that was bullying the cookie seller in the marketplace. There's like as you go in front of the fort gates, he comes out. He's like, what is going on? You're supposed to be on patrol. This is not and then he just like sees this like tide of people behind the procession, because he just sees the guards at the front at first, and doesn't realize what's happening. And I think the old captain, the retired captain, just shoots him like a just like homicidal glance, and he sees the head priest is there, and sees the large group of people following behind, and it kind of like falters and like, carry on, special dispensation. Tries to pass it off that he is allowing it to happen. And the procession goes out through the northern gates and peels off towards the east there, past the shanty town on the outskirts, and to the large graveyard, which is 27 there. And you can see on the northeast side there are a bunch of like mausoleums and like family crypts and things, and it turns the old captain actually has a family crypt, and the accompanying guards carry the body inside, and he goes inside with the priest, and everyone else kind of just like hangs back at a respectful distance, and you're not sure what happens inside, but after a while they come out, and I think while you're waiting for whatever's ceremony or whatever's going on inside the mausoleum, you do hear, if you're kind of just like milling around and just kind of like just trying to get a kind of wind of what's going on here, and I think Reese, from the sound of what you're saying there, is you're interested in these people. You do hear people in the crowd bemoaning that the new guard wouldn't go and retrieve the body, and how this kind of respect isn't shown anymore, and just general mumblings of discontent, and good
Can
news
Reese insert little whispers of, but what if we changed that in like different voices?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. That is going to be a 19 plus 5 for 24.
There are a couple of people like that kind of not aggressively or angrily, but dismiss it as just being not possible. It's like, oh, if only. Rise up against the whole country's army. Don't you remember what happened up at the town that got butchered for fomenting rebellion? But much more than that, there are people who are kind of murmuring in agreement, and a couple of people who kind of make eye contact with you and kind of.
Reese is just planting seeds, not trying to be seen.
Okay. But yes, it definitely has an effect. And then finally, the captain and the priest come out, and he turns to everyone. He's like, "Everyone, whilst a tragedy, it does ease my sorrow and warm my heart that so many of you saw him on his last journey. I thank you. Meth thanks you." And people nod. A few people go up and clasp his hand, and the crowd kind of dissipates and walks off. A few people, whilst they're here in the graveyard, like just visit their own family graves and pay their respects, and start heading back towards the gates. And the priest ill-advisedly perhaps kind of looks at Arius, kind of like holy man to holy man. And
Arius like, oh hey, hold on, wait, and like digs around and pulls out a really crumpled piece of paper. Yes, it's got a tiny scribbled symbol of Umberly. He's like, yeah.
He comes over, like, it's like concerned glance at his Umberly. And he's like, you and your friends did a good thing today. Thank you.
We will keep doing good things. Sponsored by the Fermenters Guild and Umberly and Bastet, the god of therapy and workplace satisfaction.
I would like to interject. Umberly will not sponsor us.
Non-spawn.
I just carried it because it seems disrespectful to.
Suddenly a cat.
Oh, gorgeous cat.
Hey,
Gorgeous girl.
Okay, so where was his thing? 2 seconds. Scroll. Therius Royce.
Roy is his name?
Therius Royce is his name, yes.
Recognizes
Yes, can
Arius as a holy man.
Arius, can you make me a persuasion check, please?
Yeah, hold on. Natural 1.
You have a crystal.
I have a crystal.
You have a crystal. If you would like to re-roll.
Oh yeah. Sure. Hold on. That's
So bad. That's
pretty
so funny.
weird that Arius' persuasion is really high. It's just loading. D&D Beyond. So slow. Persuasion. It's an 8.
Oh wow.
Okay. The brandishing of symbols of Umberly seems to have thrown the priest off a little, and he's like, yes, well, if you ever want to learn properly about Bastet, or anything else, please do come by the Pathlon anytime.
You didn't mention Umberly.
Don't think
I get it. It's just scary.
And then are you gonna head back into town?
Yeah, I'll pick little Luce up and put him on my shoulders.
Oh wow.
Really loose.
I forgot how small I was. Good.
It's like an accessory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Guys, can I ask a question? Oh, I'm going to speak with my friends.
Please do.
Very briefly. Is Reese here?
Yep, I'm here.
Cool. I'm gonna ask them. Do you guys ever wonder what it's gonna be like when you're like gone? Like gone?
I mean, when I'm gone, I'll be gone.
My soul will be in eternal servitude to Umberlee.
Oh.
Probably.
Great. So like, you're not gonna be like around. You'll just be enslaved.
I don't know. I haven't really had a long conversation with her about it. I tend to run when she appears.
Right.
Or swim.
Or swim. Good.
Does she ever leave the water?
Let's hope not. Let's really, really hope not.
That does seem like a strong sentiment.
Unless she learns to walk with her hands. But
Oh dear
that
God,
would
that's a
require
horrifying
lot of
image.
strength. Yeah.
You know, some sharks are learning to swim in low tidal pools, like walk, on their fins. So maybe she won't learn to do that. I've decided it's not going to happen.
I think I need to make a very clear distinction. Reese, so Umberlee is not a shark. I look like a shark because I was raised in a cult of Sekula, a different god. You guys really don't study this stuff, that's fine, it's discrimination against underwater people. I'm going to try and introduce that more to the land curriculum. But
Yes.
Umberlee is a different god from Sekula. You get
Okay.
it? So one is a fish and one is a fish lady. It's actually pretty different.
Okay. Well, I really just was asking, if
You don't like this fish lady?
it was a curiosity more of anything else. Sorry.
I am legally obliged not to give any comment to that question.
I've heard of secular
Do you
faith
like
before.
fish ladies in general?
What?
Nothing.
I don't like.
And I'll keep him on. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I toss loose off.
I just take 10 points of falling damage. Because I'm so small.
He tosses you onto a patch of grass.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of a 30-foot drop.
I'm like a borrower.
So yeah, as you pass back through the gates, and as the sun is dipping below the horizons, they are closing them up for the night as the last of the people come through. And Arius and Luce.
Yeah.
He has to run to keep up.
I'm jogging.
As you're passing the Dassos there, the forested section in the north of the city limits, you see a glimpse. It's gone as soon as you notice it. It's just your high passive perception. You have the same that spots it. You see the glints of red eyes
God.
peering from between the trees, but then you kind of like blink and they're gone. Or like,
Do I recognize? Can I roll some kind of check to see whether I recognize, like, either what kind of creature these eyes were attached to, or if I've seen them before?
just from this little glint in the trees, it's not enough, I don't think. Sorry.
Would
I'm
Reese
kind of
also
round.
spot it with his passive perception of 16?
I thought you were 14.
Expertise as a rogue.
Does that work on passive as well, then?
Yeah. It is now 16, according to my sheet.
Okay, then you're all the same.
I'm gonna turn around and start walking in that direction immediately.
Would Reese recognize the eyes?
Like I say, it's just too small of a glimpse.
Okay. Well, if Arius is gonna go see them, Reese will too.
I will pick Luce up again.
Okay, off we go. I don't think we should. This forest is a bit weird. I feel like maybe avoiding it would be a good move.
But there is suspicious activity, and we are protectors of the people of this town, right?
Yes, Reese gives Arius an enthusiastic thumbs up.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
I understand economy and civility.
Yes.
Progress, cool.
You're doing really well.
Come on.
Okay, great. Woohoo!
Arius, you took the civility feat in your level up. Hey Gia, hey Fizz. And you you kind of go off the road and dip into the forest there, and you can see, like, off amongst the trees, there are some lights flickering.
Anyone got a plan of attack? Because I don't.
I can yell. I can say hello.
Reese.
I should do that.
I put my hand over Lucy's mouth. Reese, as the designated charismatic one, and I recognize you as the leader of this little cult, please give us an idea of how to proceed. Don't you want to become a cult leader?
No, not really.
Death of God, there's been an opening.
Yeah.
Can I don't know, another perception check before calling out?
The light seems to be coming from a bit further into the forest. It's a little ways off.
Okay, so can we sneak forward instead?
Give me a stealth check.
Go.
Oh.
Good luck with the giveaway, everyone. We've got a big giveaway today. Massive PDF giveaway from CGRGP. Yeah, RPG is what I'm trying to say.
That is
25?
20.
Okay. Lose.
4 on the dice.
This is like
So
singing.
probably
That's a decent.
probably not gonna work.
That's a decent. It's a decent average still, even with loose. Kind of like.
Well,
I think.
with the 4.
What is that? What is that?
8.
What is that low number? Loose. Is it? Are you like? He's like. This is fun.
This is so fun, guys.
It's just like,
Ooh. No, actually, it's me.
Except
Like,
I've still got my
it's
hand
probably
over
be
your
more
mouth.
like, I really don't want to be here. We should turn around now.
Or you're doing like sneaking
can't
music.
understand
You're
you.
doing sneaking music like dun 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 dun.
Oh, he's doing his own theme music now.
Yeah.
He's like, wrong.
Like Kronk.
And yes, you you do continue sneaking through the trees, and you start to hear like a soft murmuring of like conversation, and a straight, almost slightly raspy voice, but like a soft giggle.
I hate giggling.
I somehow knew that.
Luce looks concerned.
You're gonna proceed to where you can get a better look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you continue like sneaking through the trees,
Little
and
Scooby-Doo.
you see the source of the light. There is a rough, very rough kind of cobbled together lantern with a single candle in it, illuminating a small kind of opening in the trees. And you see a couple, fairly lumpy individuals, lying on the grass in conversation.
Why are they lumpy?
Can I make a nature check to see what kind of creatures they are?
They look human. Yeah, they're wearing human clothes.
Can I make a nature check to see why they're lumpy?
Perception check, maybe.
Perception check. What is it with the 4s on this dice? Yeah, like 10.
May the force be with you. Okay. Okay. Arius, Reese, you also trying to have a look here, or?
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, they're crazy lumpy.
22.
Hold on. I have one on my phone. Perception is dirty 20.
Okay. Luce, you don't notice, unfortunately, but Arius and Reese, there is a kind of charcoal and like very deep red scaly tail sticking out from one of them.
Demon.
Are they kobolds?
What do you do?
I get a fistful of salt.
Arius, no, stop. I think they're just having a date.
I don't speak kobold. Sadly. I think we should have a double date.
With who?
Go and talk to them. The kobolds, if that's what they are.
I don't want to date a kobold.
Okay, as you start having a conversation
you
just
wouldn't
behind, just in the tree line of the, they spring from their clever disguise. And when I said they are wearing human clothes, I meant all 6 of them, as there are 3 kobolds to each humanoid figure. As they spring out and they're like, ha!
Aha.
Were you followed?
Don't worry, we weren't
Did you?
spying on your date. We're not those kinds of people.
No. We were in disguise awaiting your arrival.
Oh, you were signaling us. Right. Nice.
Right?
Very clever.
We have
Is that some googly eyes?
we have recently been observing the surface dwellers, and we are disguises.
I throw salt at them, just in case.
They're not demons. They're just kobolds.
Yes.
Yeah, but you
Well,
never
they
know
could be
where the
both.
demons
Friends.
can be. You don't know where the demons can be. That's why they're demons.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
This one's a demon in the
But
kitchen.
friends.
Well, so, okay, can I ask you a question, friends? If
Oh,
we're
this is
friends.
where the wildfire came from. The kobolds.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Yeah, Luce and Arius, you have not met them before. Reese has.
Okay, cool. So these guys,
Very cool.
they're on our side. They're our friends. They're cool.
They are cool.
Okay. Hey, my name is Luce. I like to wreak havoc across the realm. Would you like to join me?
Havoc!
Yeah! I'll start dancing around in a circle with them.
No, one loose is enough.
This is why I wanted you to meet them. I thought you would
handing out
enjoy them.
Googly eyes.
I look down at Reese, just like,
What?
Luce, you put googly eyes on one of them, and all 6 of them just crowd around you like, me too.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so here is the plan. You're going to put googly eyes on anyone you come across.
Oh, we don't come
Old
across
or
people.
young, edible or inedible.
We don't come
Put
across
googly
people.
eyes on it.
We are banished to the sewers on pain of death
why?
Why?
because we're kobolds. They don't like us.
That seems racist.
Seems
Yeah,
scaly.
they shouldn't allow you. They shouldn't force you into the sewers unless that's where you want to be.
No one wants to be in
Well,
the sewers.
we do like.
I mean,
it.
sometimes I do.
We do like it. But as is
Okay.
but they think we're monsters.
Let's
I
change
think you're
that.
monsters. What are your names?
Monster.
And
No. Sorry. I am. Hang on. There is a wacky-verse tradition of all kobolds having Japanese onomatopoeia names.
yeah.
I am Kira, not Killa. Kira
Kira.
with an R. R. It's an R sound.
Okay.
Kira.
And
So you've been.
this is Peko.
Okay.
He's very hungry all the time.
Yeah.
And this is Doki.
Doki doki.
Well, it's a bit jumpy. Careful. And
Uh huh.
And this is Hara.
Uh-huh.
And this shit.
Hello, everyone.
Waku?
Huh? Oh no.
Waku?
No. Waku left a long time ago and traveled far, far away.
I've heard he now has 2 heads and wings.
Oh, Dan. That's kind of funny.
Dun dun.
Don.
No, go on. We can't say all kobolds know each other. That's not fair. Waku and Raku have been inspired before in it's funny because CZRPG, the creator Christian from CZRPG, timely logo, the creator of this module, this adventure, he started this by accident because he called his kobolds, which joined us for the first couple of sessions of Candlekeep Mysteries, he just called them Raku. just you know, like just as a name, and then Josh came along with Waku, who Aelin has met in a different guise.
Yep.
Down on the snout of Ongar, and then just became that all kobolds have that naming system.
I think it's funny.
So I'm just desperately trying not to call any of them Ara.
Ara.
No.
I'll make a kobold and call it Ara, just to annoy you.
Yes, they introduce themselves.
You know, you guys could get really far in life if you learned to make some stilts, and then you could be 6 people rather
Stop
than
giving them
2
ideas,
people.
Loose.
But they're my friends now.
I pick Loose up again, just no.
Reese, you remember they are already a very inventive bunch, as the ones you met. They use the Cobalt Inventor stat block, which is the one that Chris Perkins played on Critical Role, that one very brief session when he just got
that was so funny.
Liquidated by a giant.
Squished. Hilarious.
just walked off set. Okay, bye, thank you. It's been fun.
Yeah.
And Squirt, right? Yeah.
Squirt.
And the that was actually the official stat block, and it's got it's like scorpion on a stick and basket of bees and all these just these random inventions for causing trouble. And let's switch this up a little bit here.
That the face Loose is making.
Yep, he's displeased that he has been separated from his friends.
Arius just holds on to it. It's my friend.
So,
yes, good friends.
How goes it? Are we ready to rise up and destroy the city?
Ooh, what if you just rose up to destroy the people wearing armor, except for a few distinct people we tell you the names of?
Oh, yes, we met one of them already. Your friend, and points at you, Reese.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we can kill him. Let's go.
No.
Wait. Oh, no. That's we don't want to kill our friends.
Why doesn't Reese turn into everyone that they can't kill?
Good idea.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the
so
city.
these are the people you can't kill. Okay, so this is
about
Radan.
Instead of thinking about people not to kill, how about we just give you a list of people to bother? Maybe not kill, but just annoy thoroughly.
Killing so much more effective, Reese.
But if they're alive, they can leave.
But if they leave, they can come back.
Yes.
With stronger forces. I do not want to kill that many people, though, if we can avoid it. In fact, I'd rather not kill any at all.
You guys are so...
Look, I've only just come around to
Not every solution involves killing.
People.
You're starting to sound like my sister.
As Arius folds her arm and rolls their eyes, there's just 6 cobalt heads around them, all rolling their eyes as well.
Guys, I actually had an idea. I had an idea earlier that I was wanting to tell you guys, but maybe now that the kobolds are here, we can have a bit more help with it. Because I was really thinking hard on how we would pull it off. But
everyone,
if the
everyone,
Jed-
everyone! And they come running forward and they sit in a semicircle in front of you and cross their legs.
Yeah,
Okay,
Reese
well-
joins them.
Cool. Well, to the kobolds, if we decide not to pursue this, you guys can still, of course, do this yourselves. I'm not trying to limit your creativity at all. But anyway, basically, my thought was we should sink the shipment of wine.
I love that idea.
But then you release the alcohol to the ocean.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
we don't sink the alcohol. What if the kobolds steal it?
Okay. What if we set fire to it?
All good ideas.
Still water pollution, though.
I initially thought you could probably pull a favor with Sekala or Umberly, but then I realized you probably didn't want to talk to them. But maybe you could just
Yeah, you said wine. You mean the wobbly juice,
Yes.
wobbly juice, yeah.
right? You drinks it
Can
and
you
drinks
use
it and
that?
drinks it and wobbly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my full plan, right? Which is that, well, initially it was going to be that, we sort of like pulled a deal with like one of those sea horrifying creatures, and they could like just sink the ship.
Monsters.
Or if we don't want to put wine in the water, then we can just get the alchemist fire, which I have, and just go whee,
Fire.
and it'll burn. Yeah.
But the wobbly juice comes by cart.
Not all of it. This one's meant for the Jedricks, and if they don't get it, they might be unhappy.
But no, yeah, I know. It comes by cart. It comes through a big gate. Big things with ears and long necks and big noses pulling.
You mean ship, right?
No.
Well, no, before it gets on the cart, what if you get it on the water? But we could also take out the carts.
But
We could do, if we can't, I think we should try and get, the reason why I think we should try and get to the shipment specifically, before it gets on land, is because then nobody gets any wine anywhere. If it's on land, we can probably only get a small amount of it. Also, it'll be harder to track us down.
Agreed.
But I look at Arius, I can tell this isn't quite landing with you.
No, I will consider this because I am very brave. Yeah.
a shipment's only by ship.
I assumed you meant a ship.
I did not.
Like a
Oh, okay.
So apologies if I.
I was imagining
miscommunicated there.
sinking a cool
You
pirate
said,
ship.
like, it's coming down the river, which is what...
Yeah.
I said.
I thought-
I said that, yeah, they crossed the river because the river's between here and that nearby town.
Okay, right.
Sorry.
So yeah,
They cross the
shipment.
river. Okay, well then let me change my tune. I'll say, well, Arius, I think I misunderstood. We don't have to necessarily go on the ocean, but if it's near a river, which means you'll feel stronger and maybe connected to your like kind of like homeland, and maybe your powers will be able to kind of like completely eradicate the whole shipment of wine.
And you remember, Charisse had suggested that when you are closer to the time of taking over the fort, that you poison the wine and sicken all the guards, rather than destroy it.
I also had that thought. I wrote that down in my notes. But I think we should destroy it because it's more interesting and fun. We can poison them another way.
I
Because
mean, if we poison the
Teresa's
wine
idea.
and
This is
they're
our
all in
plan.
the toilets,
Well, if they don't get
there won't be any guards to worry about.
if they don't get their wine,
Yeah,
though,
but what's
doesn't that make
they're going
people
to be
really
unhappy?
if they're dependent, and then wouldn't that cause infighting?
Yeah. Look, the way I see it, right? If they get sick, they'll blame someone for poisoning them. But if the wine never comes at all, they'll be discontented because they're getting hardly anything from Charlotte right now. So they might be more
That's-
likely to actually join the rebellion.
That's a great point. I love that.
That's
I
very
know.
smart.
Well, it was helped along by you as well, Larius, and that guy who we spoke to,
The guy.
Alki. That guy.
I love him.
Oh,
Yeah, you should like Alki. He's one of the people you shouldn't kill.
Alki.
big
Don't
fan
kill Alki.
of
You don't
wine.
kill Alki. I won't kill Alki. You don't kill him.
Reese shapeshifts like this,
Ooh.
and then goes back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do me.
Reese becomes as small as he can. So, a larger kobold.
Oh, Swalbald. Actual monster.
Arius, what were you going to say?
Then we just need to know the route and at what stage of the river you want this intervention to be.
Divine intervention.
Divine.
Also, kobolds, can you just turn your backs and pretend not to listen to us for like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. Privacy time. No.
Okay, Reese turns back from a kobold.
Guys, I really like this plan. I do want to say though, Arius, I'm really sorry I suggested us going over the ocean. I realise now that probably didn't make you feel very good.
No, it's fine.
Have you got the stream open? I'm showing everyone the Swalbolt.
Swalbolt.
This is the Swalbolt.
Amazing.
Except for Reese,
Are you sure
the
it's
opposite
fine,
of
though?
swole. He's just a lank.
A string bean.
We're not going to the ocean. We're going to the river, and you know what?
Rivers are okay, right?
I am going. Luce, you made an effort, and this is a good plan. So I'll talk to her.
One of them's like, "Yay!"
You're gonna...
and the other was like, "You're not supposed to listen. Stop it!" And they pull him away.
Yes.
You know, if you talk to her, you might be able to use her to your advantage.
No, she doesn't. You don't use her. She uses you. But
No.
I will. You're right. It's a good plan, and I will see what I can do with Umberly. He doesn't look terrified at all.
I'm going to hug Arius.
He's trembling a little bit.
Would you like us to come with you?
Before. No, definitely not. Definitely not you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
I go over to Reese and I whisper something in his ear.
What are you doing?
I'm going to text you what I whispered, Aelin.
Okay.
I'm being left out.
And there's just a press against you as the 6 kobolds just clamor around you. Ah.
Aww.
Why is it so cute?
Can we have one? Do any of you not want to go back to the sewers? Put your hands up if you want to hang out with me for the rest of your life. Wow, okay, you didn't have to be that.
I mean,
I thought we were getting somewhere. I gave you googly eyes.
We could see how much space we've got at. Oh goodness, why am I forgetting his name? Fennicus's house.
Oh my gosh, wait, is there a toilet at Fennicus's house? I'm full of good ideas today. Guys,
Yes.
would you, under the cover of darkness, come with us to this just one place, and then we can always be in contact if ever we need each other? Sound good?
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
So you... This is how you're employing your knowledge of secret back ways through the city.
Yep.
Or you're just gonna... They put their disguise back on. They're like, oh, the wobbly juice.
Back on. That seems like a great idea. Oh, the wobbly juice. Everybody act.
I mean, we could also always steal the wine and give the wobbly juice to our friends here.
We can also do that. Oh, that'd be great. Wonderful.
Okay.
La, 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 la.
When is the shipment coming? The wine stuff.
Yeah.
We know?
You do not know. No, at the moment.
Okay.
We will find this out in
We need to find out.
investigative
because
journalism.
I need time to negotiate terms and conditions of using Umberly's power.
Maybe ask if she can give you, if we can't destroy the shipment, maybe ask if she can give you a poison of some kind that we could tamper it with.
He just smiles, and it's the most painful smile you've ever seen. He's like, yeah.
Reese, you would know where to get hold of that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could maybe figure out poison.
Okay, then we just need her for water power. That shouldn't be too bad, right?
Oh, it should be fine.
If they
She
can't
loves
cross the river, the
smashing
wine
shit.
can't get there.
Cool. I will go have a chat with her at some point. Very casual, you know.
Oh!
Yes?
Yeah?
What if we go to the river and we boom the bridge and they have to go in the water?
I like that. We have a use
Well,
for that
okay.
fire.
Boom the bridge.
Right,
boom
so
the
here
bridge,
is, we have
boom
2
the
layers
bridge.
of a plan.
Oh, sorry.
I like it. We have 2 layers of a plan. The first is we'll try and make it so they cannot cross the river.
Boom.
Okay? The second, if they find a way across through our defenses, we boom the bridge. Does that sound good?
This
I
is
mean, cutting off the bridge does kind of make sense anyway.
yeah.
And they
So-
can't bring in new troops.
Arius, what's wrong?
This is all relying on the. I don't want to let you guys down if she just doesn't want to talk to me, which would be great, you know, to me. But you know, I think I
Well,
might need to see what the situation is with her because we haven't spoken like one-to-one in like a while. Yeah.
We don't have to do that plan if you're
No,
not
I want to
comfortable.
I am. Nothing makes me uncomfortable, and I would like
You're
to.
capable of helping in ways that are different than that.
He draws
Thank
himself up. He's like, no, shush, Reese. I no.
Aris, if this conversation is going to happen, we're going to have a nice little picture to show our friends out there in Twitchland. If you could go into that group chat and just choose one of those pictures we shared a while back of
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
powerful ocean mamas.
Sorry, mommy.
Mommy?
It's pretty great, you know.
Which of those
Ooh,
would you?
but there's so many good options.
I know.
I personally like the one where she's crushing the ship.
Yeah, I agree. I like that one a lot. I'm gonna. Where do you want me to put that, John?
just reply to it so I know which one it's linked to.
I will post it again.
This one.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay. So.
It's beautiful.
Mommy, sorry.
Oh my god, this she's so hot. What the heck?
Lucy's gonna convert.
No!
You think Aris is scared of her because she's scary now? He's just like, I can't deal with this.
Okay. Yes. This will be, it's more of a potential of what she can become. should Aris's prayers go awry.
Snatch.
Okay. So, as you sneak through the back streets back towards Phenicus's manse, roll me a group stealth check.
With advantage, right? Because of all the kobolds being our besties.
With advantage because of their incredible disguise.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Advantage, cool.
I rolled the same thing on both dice.
I rolled worse the second time, so 18.
30, 20.
Okay. Luce?
16.
Okay. So yeah, that is enough. And you feign. There's a couple of times like when there's like a patrol of Jedricks or some other like townsfolk nearby, and you kind of you do the wobbly juice act and get laughed at a couple of times. But it's fine. You wanted to disarm people in that way, and make your way through, and to all the way back to Phenicus's, which is here. That blue roofed one in the corner, if memory serves. And right past the Baron's manse as well there, the Lord's house. Fond memories, Reese, of breaking and entering. And You get swept up in a crowd that's leaving from the amphitheater after an evening's show, but do manage to make your way through and back to the main house there. And Phenicus is like, "Oh, 2 more guests! Splendid! What is happening?" And he's like, It's like
6 more
disassemble.
guests. They're going to go in your toilet.
We brought friends.
That's a strong word.
I would like to use my toilet. Might I suggest the outhouse?
Okay.
Does it connect to the sewers?
Of course.
Oh, good. Good.
Would you-
Excellent.
Would you dare to assume anything less?
Come along.
But I have graduated to toileting within my own 4 walls, so this is not in use. So, good for not.
Oh, it is the
is
perfect
good.
way for
Yeah, exactly,
our new
yes.
friends to slip in and out of their homes.
Yes, I assume
visit.
you wish not to shit on their heads. So yes.
All right then. So okay, I will take them to the outhouse, and I'll say, "Friends, this is how you will get in and out of our abode. If we need each other, we'll put up a sign on the door here, and you guys can come check it. Now, make sure you memorize the route, and everything should be fine."
And they think carefully of the journey they've taken above ground. Okay, yeah, I know what this is.
Sweet. Okay, bye guys.
And they know where we live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Friends.
because they're our best friends.
Friends.
Stare at them.
Yay.
Okay, bye. And they just they form up in a nice little line, and they're just like in turn just cannonball in. Like, pew, pew, pew.
Lovely.
There's like just the bonnet like falls down, and one little scaly hand comes up and grabs it down into the toilet. And
So now all that's left
Phenicus
is
is
for
like,
you
and
to
I
ask-
never sat in the outhouse again.
No, never. Now all that's left is to ask Unbelief she'll flood the river. You don't have to do that anytime soon.
I kind of do though, because if she says no, we have to come up with another plan.
We have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Where is the nearest saltwater source? I haven't been keeping track of them. I look at Venegas.
Salt water is very, very far away. But you know that the Methmere is large enough that she would be present.
Okay.
You have seen an Unbelief temple beneath the surface.
Cool. Great. He's so happy about this. He kind of like straightens up. He's like, okay, it's probably good to go whilst there's not a lot of people around. So I might, just head for a swim. If I come back, great. If I don't mourn.
Coming back.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, bye then. Bye. I'll give him a hug. Stay safe, please.
He just
See you
holds on
soon.
very tightly. It's like, yeah, bye. Have a good.
I'm going to stick a googly eye on his shoulder. Good luck.
Okay. So, Iris, are you going to the docks?
Yeah, he will. He looks so miserable.
Just for your knowledge, after he disappears from sight, I'll turn to Reese and I'll say, "Let's go."
Yep. It's a plan.
I'm going to transform into a cat, a different cat from the last one he saw, and sit on Reese's shoulder. And I'm assuming you can take whatever disguise you would like.
Yep. Reese is going to be human, woman, ginger, green eye. Nope. Still blue eyes. It's the only thing Reese keeps is
Nice.
blue eyes.
You little stalkers, you.
Okay.
I will
Could
watch
you
them.
both make me a perception check, please? Sorry, a stealth check.
Okay. 16.
That is a natural 20 for 26.
Okay. Now, just have a quick double check of what's going on here. Are we dealing... yes, okay. Now, Arius, you know that the river, which is visible as you exit through that western gate every time you go, the river's right there. That is the same river that further upstream crosses where the bridge is.
I will approach the water's edge and just dip my toe in for a bit. Yeah, it's fine. It's great. And then just slowly start wading in.
Okay. So, you come down, if you come down to here, away from the actual docks, at the mouth of the river.
Yeah, just trying to... I think I'm too zoomed out. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's just riverbank there, and then that'll give you access without, there could be some people bustling around the docks still.
Amazing. Yeah, looks good.
Okay.
Looks great.
So, as you...
What happened to the peaceful music? Where'd that go?
You make your way down to the peaceful riverbank with the sluggish waters of the winding river here making their way past towards the Methmere proper. And looking out to the southeast there, you see the mostly still waters of the Methmere with a kind of 90% full moon hanging in the sky, reflecting in the almost mirror-like dark surface of the water. And you softly splash into the shallows and make your way deeper as the water rises up to your waist, then your chest, and then up over your head. And you're in that strange embrace of water pressure as it wraps around you. Where do you seek to petition your goddess? Here at the river mouth that you wish her to affect, or do you swim out to the temple?
I think he might have a better shot of doing it by the temple.
Okay.
I think he'll start swimming.
So everyone, I'm going to have to spoil our picture of Umberly here because there's no way for me to do it out of shot. I suppose I could just do this for a moment. Hang on. Boop. Ha ha ha! Secrets. Mwahaha. There we go. Okay. So, you said you're swimming out?
Yeah, he'll swim out.
Okay. And you make your way into the dark, quiet waters. And as you're swimming through, there's the occasional flash of scales as a little shoal of fish or something just goes skittering past and disappears. And as you swim through, and let me just do a quick little adjustments here. Sorry. Okay. So yes, as you swim through and make your way down into the murky waters, you, after not too long, you remember where you went on your fishing trip. It was a very different journey last time, bobbing along with your friends on the surface in their little pedalo that you had, wherever it was. And you find it quickly. And as before, when you noticed it for the first time, you see the broken stonework, the jagged columns, the half remaining archways like a hook waiting to snare any swimmers coming nearby. Make me a perception check, please.
That would be... I'm at the stage where I've memorized like half of our race's stats, but not all of them. So 13 on the dice, plus 6. Damn, Arius. 19.
Okay. You look about, and you think you're safe. You don't see any Suhagin or other creatures lurking nearby. And you wonder to yourself, that last time you were here, the attack, was it a test? Was it a reprimand for being away so long?
Sorry, Mum.
How did you leave it last time?
With Umberly?
Yeah.
I think you screaming and running away.
So not on the best of terms, so we say.
He has a certain aversion to being picked up and squished by scary giant sea ladies.
Fair.
Yeah. Can't relate, but you know.
As you arrive at the ruined temple, you see the markings, the carvings, the depictions that tug at the edge of the mind and would be very disturbing for the uninitiated to look upon. What do you do?
I'll swim forwards quite slowly, keeping an eye out because I think he is very wary of Sahagwan, until he can find somewhere to settle, maybe on the lake floor in the temple.
Okay.
And he will pull out the paper drawing, which I'm sure is wilting away, and he'll lay it out in front of him. And I'm honestly have never done this before, so interrupt me if I'm doing something wrong, of course, John. I think he will understand that Umberly is not... Oh, thank you. Wow, what is that? Coffee. She brought me coffee. And a cake. Cheers. Because this is going to be really tragic and harrowing. Thanks.
Good luck.
Wow. Arius will, I think, he'll take his trident and he'll pierce his hand on it and kind of just press his bloody hand onto the symbol in a sort of penance towards her, and just wait if he can hear or sense her anywhere in the water.
Okay. A cleric's stat is wisdom, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So, make me a wisdom persuasion check. So, it's your wisdom modifier with your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in persuasion.
I don't know if I am. Hold on. No, that's my other character. Okay, so it will just be my wisdom bonus, okay. I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. All stars dice coming through. You know what it is, Aelin. It is an 18 plus 4, which is 22.
Nice. So. You settle yourself on the lake bed, on a large flat stone jutting out from the silt, with the skeletal remains of the temple around you, and lay the waxed paper in front of you with the symbol on it, jabbing the trident into your hands, your blood clouds in the water as you put your palm down on the symbol, and your hair is just drifting all up around your head. And you close your eyes and reach out to your goddess. You feel a rushing sensation as if the water around you is draining away. And you feel as the water drains away past you, you can still feel the rock beneath you. And you hear the crashing of waves. And spray from those waves like lashes across your face, and a cold, freezing wind is just howling around you. And you... Let's see. Let's see if this works. Yeah. As the sea crashes around you, the waves smashing against the rock, you open your eyes, and it is still dark nighttime, but you are in the open air, and you just see crashing waves around you, and you find yourself on a about 20-foot pillar of stone. That same stone which you just saw the top of emerging from the silt of the lake bed. And there are just rising waves slamming against the pillar of this rock and just surrounding you as this starless, moonless sky above this endless ocean stretches out and onwards and onwards. even more than just the waves, out past the edge of the rock and into the water, you start to see it boil and surge and rise up. And a vast head breaks through the surface as, rising up, almost clambering up out of the water, comes first the long dark hair and the enshadowed face, the features you can't still make out properly, and then the torso and the long arms of this vision of Umberly that rises before you, which we shall now share with the class. There is...
Emma, you look a bit too excited.
There is no ship. There is no ship in this one. But as her torso rises up out of the water, you see the scaled, tentacled lower portion of her body. And in the shadows of the hair falling around her face, you see the glint of a wicked, welcoming smile.
I was just like, ah.
It has been so long. My sweet little Arius.
Did you get bigger? Yeah. He is a little bit shell-shocked. Excuse the pun.
Why have you come to this place? Why have you reached out to me? After all this time.
He kind of makes himself as tall and presentable as possible. Have been thinking I would like to potentially repair this relationship between us.
It is just a choice to be made by you. I never let you go.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. I would like to beseech from you a favor from which you will get to destroy a significant article to this town where this lake is, and it is full of wine, which is in itself, I don't know, pretty sweet deal, yeah? Because I would in return do something for you. This is how that works, right?
One of the vast tentacles just comes up out of the water and just wraps around you and just lifts you up into the air, round about where that sailor is on top of that mast, and just brings you closer to the gigantic. And Arius, you'd forgotten how devastatingly, world-endingly beautiful face. Destruction for destruction's sake pleases me, but what will you give of yourself?
I could probably spare a toe. Or like a finger. I don't know, like what would you like?
Within the next 10 cycles of day and nights, you must ensure that a ship full of souls sets out on a voyage on this lake. A voyage that will be doomed. And souls that I can drag to the depths.
And in return, you would destroy this shipment of wine, right?
A toast to our rekindled relationship.
Sure you don't want a finger? I mean, okay, yeah, the soul sounds good. I agree, yeah. Just loosen up a little bit. He kind of like peels part of the tentacle back.
It brings you even closer.
Hi.
Mark the ship you wish destroyed with my symbol, and it shall never reach its destination.
Okay. I'll do it.
So be it. And she just yanks you towards her, and as just your whole vision just goes dark in the shadow of her huge presence, as a cresting wave, her whole form just breaks, and the water just comes cascading down on top of you, surrounding you, lifting you up, and as it crashes down around you all, you find yourself floating back in the lake water.
Us watching from the shoreline, I assume you would have seen that.
No, you don't.
We do not?
No.
I will purr on Reese's shoulder and kind of like nose around looking for Arius if I can see him. And when he doesn't emerge from the water, I get anxious and start like clawing your shoulder a little bit.
Biscuits.
Biscuits. The anxious biscuits. I am not pleased.
Yeah, anxious
My tail
biscuits
is
gets.
bottle brush.
Yeah, anxious biscuits get scruffed.
I kind of just flail.
I will eventually swim back up to the surface, and he will find a nearby bank to kind of pull himself out.
Yeah, you find yourself back with those almost, kind of whalebone-esque kind of like remains of the temple jutting up out of the lake bed. But it's different to when you went into this vision. As you come back to yourself under the water and kind of get your bearings, and you're just kind of like floating there in the center of the space of the temple. Around the building, on the exterior, at bed level, and then up and over, up above as well, you see about 60 Sahuagin warriors with long, barbed spears floating in the water. Their scales dully glinting in what little moonlight is coming through from the surface. And as you swim up and out of the roof of this old building, all of them pound the spears on their chests. And bowing their heads, open a path back towards the shore.
Arius looks more sickened at the appearance of the Sahuagin than he did at Umberly, and he just swims quickly up and out as fast as he can.
But the rest of us see that?
This is beneath the surface.
Okay.
And a little while later, there is a splash and a gasp of air inhaled, and you see Arius just lying with their legs still in the water and their arms on the muddy bank.
I will
Let me
jump
take it
off
away
the
from you, Lily. Sorry. What is it?
Sorry.
Yeah, please.
I'll jump off of Reese's shoulder and just run across the sand. And as I run, I kind of turn into myself again, and I like fall in front of him and just like hold his hands. And I'm like, "Come on, out of the water."
Arius is kind of braced against the ground, and he's just trying to almost come back to himself. And when you touch him, he just looks at you, and for a second you think he might attack you. But then he
Then I will flinch and I will fall back.
He reaches out and grabs your hand again.
Does the cat have like little golden leaves in the fur?
Oh my god, definitely. I still have the cat ears for a little bit after I turn back
Yes.
into a human, just for fun.
Actually, my friends, sorry, I did not do, excuse me, a proper shout out for our fabulous artists. These
Cake now.
portraits, Arius and Luce, are by the fantastic Solitine, and Reese is by the fantastic Sephiroth.
I'm just gonna plug this in.
Thanks for the follow, Malachi. Welcome in. Let's just get Giant Luce for a second. Oh no, it's not Luce. Who's that? Someone else.
Well, and giant, I'm very tiny.
There we go. Look at that beautiful art. Also, a recommendation by CZRPG. One of their friends in Brazil. Beautiful. And our friend Arius up here.
The audio I had to plug in my headphone briefly, but it should not be long.
Arius. There you go, just get a bigger one there. Rawr. Beautiful. I love the jewelry on Arius. The shells, all the shells and stuff in the jewelry.
Nice.
It's gorgeous. Okay.
I credit Emma with some of the original Arius sketches as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Did I draw Arius and you basically let me go absolutely wild on whatever I could do, and we kind of just came up with a design together for his clothes that I thought was. Really cool.
I told you the only details were his he has shark teeth.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Awesome. Okay.
Free bros.
So,
Yeah.
Arius, with a attentive kiddy nuzzling at you. You are
I
back.
turn back into a human, I think, at this point, and I'm just like.
Into a human? What happened?
Myself. I know. I'm going through an identity crime.
Something went terribly wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll try and pull him out of the water after I get scared off, but then I, find myself again.
He will hold onto your hand without saying anything, and he'll just nod at you, as if yes, deal's done.
Done. Okay. Did you want anything from me?
Doesn't matter. I still have all my toads.
Gonna count them to be sure now. I'll help you back over to Reese as much as I can.
Reese is actually kind of scooched closer and closer, so
Oh, I turn around and like suddenly.
not that close,
Hello.
but when you get there, when you get up, Reese is there.
Yeah,
Reese.
I still scream.
You don't need to wake the neighbors, just me. And then
Right.
Reese changes. Actually, no. Reese is still the ginger lady. So
For a moment there, we were like Caleb and Frumpkin.
Okay. So, you help Arius up and together wind your way through the streets back to Finicus's mansion.
I think I'll hold Arius's hand just for comfort. And I'll hold
Okay.
Reese's hand too.
Arius looks at your hand and Reese is like,
Reese just pulls his hand just lightly and just kind of pats loose on the back.
So mean of you. I offer you comfort, and you pat me on the back. I'll never forgive this.
I'm not the one who needs comfort right now.
what did you say about me?
Lovely night
Well,
for
said that you
a
need to
moonlight
be
stroll,
comforted
huh?
because you went through something really traumatic just then.
No.
Sorry, Reese.
Moonlit
La la
stroll.
la la la.
Okay. And upon achieving home sweet home, you make your way to your rooms and sleep. And
Long rest.
you may take a long rest.
Yay.
Okay.
Just updating my notes.
So, the next day arrives. And... Oop. As you awaken and come downstairs, breakfast is served. And Carolyn and Scuff are there as well. Ah. Morning, darlings. Did we have a good night's sleep? And Scuff comes over. I saw you go out, Reese. Were you doing crime?
Always.
We're going to
Never
have to
doing
talk about
crime,
this.
though.
You only do time if you get caught.
Exactly.
I'm right
You only
here.
get caught if you're terrible at theft.
Who's to say I'm terrible? And Reese just kind of like juggles some like ball bearings.
You're the opposite of terrible, whatever that is. I don't know.
Why don't we get some fish for lunch down at the docks?
Yeah, sounds great.
Sounds good.
We could probably also find out when that shipment's coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Carolyn actually.
Rousting and fish.
Carolyn comes to you as well, Reese, and it's like, Reese, darling, I was wondering, you said you got the official seal from the Lord's house?
Reese just kind of like reaches back into basically a hidden satchel in his overcoat and just pulls out the seal.
Well, Inky and I, we were looking at the Lord's documents, and I think I've got his handwriting down rather nicely.
Ooh, I'm also quite good at forging.
Oh,
what would you like me to forge?
Well, I was thinking, I mean, it was Charisse that put me onto it, really, but if we send a suitably official-looking letter by suitably official means, we can call away a certain number of Jedricks from the town.
We should make it look very important, you know, for a very particular, what was it, lieutenant? Or is he only a private?
That sounds perfect. Now, we will need some, special things. The paper that they used in the official documents that you stole, it's a bit of a thicker, weightier papyrus to the regular documents. We can get it in the market, it'll be fine. And Fennicus says, yes, you want to visit young Aleclis. He's a halfling. He has all sorts of stationery and paper and inks and all sorts of things.
Perfect.
And let's see here. And Karen says, yes, I think if we can get the means to do it, and the tricky part is going to be getting hold of one of their ravens. But Reese, you look like a rather nimble sort. Up for a bit of a climb.
Sorry, say again?
Well, I think
I missed it over the sound of leaf blowers right outside my window.
I think you look like a nimble sort. I think you're up for a bit of a climb. You can fetch one of the birds, or
I could fetch one of the birds. I think we might need Loose for convincing the birds. Reese is very good with animals.
Oh, perhaps if we do that, then perhaps... Oh, Luce could deliver it?
Luce, can you take on a
Can you
bird
change
form?
into a bird?
Am I changing to a bird?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No flying speed yet, sorry.
Well, let me tell you something. Yes. Yes, I can. Would you like me to be a chicken? A moorhen? A runner duck?
That'll rather detract from the official nature of the document, darling. Perhaps not.
Excuse me, if you don't know, where I'm from, runner ducks run the postal system. Just so you know, they go super fast and they're really cute.
That's entirely Quacker's idea.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
That really ruffled my feathers, that one.
I do charge for my services. You can send me the bill.
Along with all the money we surely owe you from renting your house this whole time.
This is Carolyn talking.
Oh, okay, never mind. We don't rent from you unless you own this town. No, truly not.
No. I arrived after you did. So yes, that is another potential means of causing some trouble here in the town to make things, and take away a bunch of the guards to make things a little easier on that side of things. So what is the plan for today? So fish.
Always fish.
And what else are you trying to do today?
Picking up forgery supplies.
And
which Reese recently became proficient in.
Hey. And discovering when a certain shipment of wine is heading this way.
Yep.
That is also important. I did not forget that.
Okay. Let's I should have to look at the map again. Hang on. Yeah. Sorry, let me bring you guys over as well. I think if you look at the map here, it makes no sense for the wagon train to go all the way up over the Winding River Bridge to the junction and then south down to Meath on that main road there. And this is a large scale map only showing the the biggest roads and ways of transport. So there would definitely be a road due east of Chelm's Roost to the river, and then a ferry service. Actually, sorry, I'm doing Reese a disservice. Well, so Reese is doing me a disservice, but there is a bridge there as well. There's actually a bridge on the Winding River closer to Meath. So I think there would definitely be a road from Chelm's Roost to that bridge there, a smaller road, and then there would be like a ferry station there that would come down the river directly to Meath. And you've seen river barges coming down that way, so you think that's the way it will come. So, Battle of Runs with the Ducks. Thank you. You head out into the streets, the bustling streets once more, as the sun shines brightly on another day here in Meath. And head over to the docks. And as you are heading out in that direction, Arius, you find some delicious comfort fish to ease the trials of the night before. And
just mindlessly doesn't even chew them, guys. You just see him swallow them. You don't know how it works, but it does. Yeah.
Arius, can I ask you a question?
Depends.
It's a question about what happened yesterday.
Maybe. He spits
Okay.
out the yeah.
Right. Are you really okay? We, as your friends, I'm sure, are worried about you in a very much appropriate level of worry that a friend would have. Both of us.
I'm worried about you in an appropriate level of friend you have.
What?
It's fine, please.
You keep saying that things are fine. I'm not sure I believe you.
Usually when someone says things are fine, it means don't interrogate further. There's nothing I can do to make the situation better, so therefore it's fine.
But what if there's something we can do to make the situation better? To help you? I'm very good at coming up with ideas.
That's true.
Executing them may be a little bit more chaotic, but...
Practice.
neither of you are deities, and therefore, I can only say it's fine.
Right, you know, we're not at all suggesting that we could completely free you. Oh, sorry, these pigs are just everywhere, and like, I heard the pig noise so loud in my headphones just then. We're not suggesting that we could break you free from Umberlee's sway. Not at all. We know that that's... I know that that's difficult. But if there's something we can do to help you get through today and tomorrow... If she's asked something of you, share it with us. Share that burden.
Arius kind of like... He muscles your hair loose, honestly. For me, it's not out of the ordinary, but for you guys, we're just not quite the same. So if I don't tell you...
What do you mean?
If I don't tell you, you're not complicit, and therefore you're innocent.
If you don't tell me, I'll think the worst. Does she want you to kill someone?
Just stop, okay?
Does she want you to kill one of us?
No, and I wouldn't kill one of you anyway. Probably.
Last time we were all together, I specifically asked if there was anyone who was going to be, who might have something involved in their lives that could be an imminent danger to us, and this feels like something that we don't understand, and that could be dangerous. Especially when it concerns Umberlee.
You won't understand, Luce. You won't understand Reese. Kel and Scuff won't understand, and I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm saying that because there's no point in explaining. There's nothing you can do. If I do what she wants, she'll help us. That's it for me.
So, if you don't do what she wants, what'll happen? No help? We come up with a new plan.
No, Reese, it's not. She owns me. Okay? I can't say no. If I ever want to go back in the ocean, I can't say no.
I hear the land is very lovely year-round.
How would you feel, Reese, if I picked you up and dumped you in the middle of the ocean and told you to just live your life? Because it's not so bad, is it?
No, it's terrible. You want to go home. You want a home that's made for you.
Yeah, I do. So it's fine.
Good luck finding one. And Luce is going to storm off. He is going to go, I don't know where yet, maybe to go hang out near the swan boats.
Sorry. My joke was poor. Granted, you know, it's the first time I've ever felt like actually killing somebody and they're a deity.
I don't want to kill her, Reese. I couldn't even if I wanted to.
She has a purpose, right?
They all do.
Yeah. So what she wants you to do?
The way I work, Reese, is different from the way you guys work, and I know that. I'm not particularly smart, but I'm not stupid, and I'm much older, I think, than most of you. If I have to kill someone or something to get something good out of it or to save my own life, I'll probably do it. I've been doing that since I was very small. That's just
Share the burden. You have friends now.
You can't kill anyone. You said so. And Luce, I wouldn't make him do it. Scuff is...
Just because I haven't doesn't mean that I... Okay, we'll see how the actually actively killing people goes, but... You have to be alone.
You mentioned your sister and you said that I was just like her, which makes me think you don't want to be like this. And I don't want you to be, so don't.
She's... I love my sister. She's got a violent streak, though. She's kind of scary like you two. Well, I don't know. You're kind of tame compared to her, honestly.
I don't want you to have to be scared, please. So just, if I need help, I'll ask for it. And if I don't, then just
Bug off.
just leave it. Just take me at my word when I say I'm fine.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks for talking it through with me.
Glad you understand. I don't think Luce will be talking to me for the next 10 days anyway.
Oh no, he'll definitely talk to you again.
He'll shut up most of the time.
Exactly. He won't be able to stand it. We should go find him.
Arius will, as he's walking through the stalls, he'll snag a bit of fruit to bring back for Luce instead of little fish.
A large, hairy, knuckled hand grabs you. I hope you're going to pay for that.
I spit a coin into his hand. There you go. And walk off.
Gross.
Just gives him a thumbs up like, yeah, you paid for it.
He's like, hold on, let me check my wallet.
Hamster's wallet. Okay. So you have had some raw fish. You have talked through as much of the evening as you are willing to talk through. And
Could we have passed by the forger's shop? Or the... Sorry, not forger's shop. The stationery shop on the
what?
way.
I never have. He's like, you want the good stuff? It's around the back. Come this way. Yes, yeah, you do. Manage to acquire some more official stock of paper.
How much is that going to run me?
Say 2 silver.
Oh.
For what you don't mean very much. He looks disappointed. You don't buy a big wreath at the sheath of it.
I mean, we could always use more official paper. Like, it's not like we're gonna not ever write stuff down ever again.
But 2 silver's quite a lot, so that's right.
Okay, that's fair.
For paper. It's the good stuff. Okay, yep, so you grab that. And you have... when you took the seal, you also took the wax, right?
Let's be safe and go ahead and grab some wax as well.
Okay, the wax that was in the Lord's desk was a distinct colour, shall we say.
Ah, okay. I don't know if Reese would have...
Totally right.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have thought to grab, but the seal would have made sense. Just roll an intelligence check to see if he would have done it.
Fair.
He rolled a natural 20 for intelligence. Reese grabbed that wax, definitely.
Thank goodness.
Very good.
Okay.
It's 2 in a row.
Nice. You got to focus like those phoenixes fly. Right. So yes, are you looking to find out some wine delivery information?
Luce is going to sit by the swan boats, kicking his feet in the water, and be grumpy. And if he happens to hear intel, he might note it down. So I'll be listening out.
Okay.
If I could make a perception check, potentially.
With regards to the wine shipment?
Yes.
Okay. He. Well, make an investigation check.
Investigation. Okay. Should I use the thing I already rolled or roll again?
Reroll. Sophie.
Thank God. Oh God, no. 8. I'm really just fuming. I can't hear a thing.
Afraid not.
Said he wasn't. Said I'm not his home. Freaking hell. You dumbass.
You do.
Splash the water. How would you feel if somebody plopped you in the middle of the sea? I'm like a fisherman. Can't swim.
You do
I
hear.
like the ocean.
You do hear a bunch of inane kind of fishing talk and weather and, you know, people bragging about their catches and stuff like that, but nothing useful, I'm afraid.
Blah, 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 blah. I'll untie as many of the swan boats as I can, surreptitiously, and set them out to the lake.
Make me a stealth check.
I'm gonna use my other die. 18! Thank God. Plus 4, 22.
Okay. You sneakily unhook a number of these boats and they start to drift away.
Good.
Do you call attention to that once they're far enough away?
Oh no! The swan boats! Hope nothing happens to them. What a shame. How did that happen? It doesn't feel the same. I just sulk.
Okay. You see the boats start to drift away, and then they're kind of. I think you're near the river mouth again, so the water just discharging from the river mouth, like that flow, catches them, and they get dragged a bit further out. And all
hey Uber, eat these! And I just push more out.
And the operators of them are just they're like, oh, our boats, our livelihood, oh no! And they all band together and they jump into a small kind of fishing boat, and they'll start rowing for their dear lives, chasing these swan boats out into the deeper waters of the lake. And
I'm not very nice, am I?
And
why are you changing the music?
Luce, you stand there on the docks, watching this ship of souls chasing out after the swan boats.
Why are you changing the music? It's not marked for Umberly.
Umberly just asked for a ship of souls to be sent out on the waters. They asked Arius to mark the wine vessel for destruction.
Oh. Ooh.
And there are screams along the length of the docks as this little fishing boats chasing out after these little swan boats. First, the swan boats disappear under the water. And then, with a great seething of water,
Arius!
tentacles reach up around this small fishing vessel.
Arius will start running.
This is 300 feet out into the lake.
No, he'll run to Luce if he hears Luce.
Yes, I ran to Luce, yeah.
I told Umberly to eat shit. I think she heard eat shit.
And a just cry of alarm and horror just goes up all along the docks as you see, breaking up through the waves and churning water, just these gigantic octopus-like tentacles reaching up over the edges of the fishing vessel. And you see...
We have to go save them. Are there any more boats?
I just cover Luce's eyes and try
Wait.
to keep him still.
And one of the sailors tries to leap to freedom off the edge of the boat. One of the tentacles just wraps around them and whoosh, down beneath the waves. And with a sickening, crunching, splintering of wood, you see the fishing vessel up at either end as it splits in the middle, and as the air erupts from inside below the decks, there is a gout of water goes whoosh up into the air as the large coiling, writhing tentacles wrap around it, and it disappears beneath the lake's water. And you can just hear weeping and shocked voices and murmurs all along the decks, the docks here. What is that? Did you see that? I don't know. Someone. What should... Someone call the guards! Call the guards! There's something in the lake!
My fault.
I will turn Luce around and hug him and just shake my head.
Hang on, I'm gonna push Arius back until I can see his face, and I'm gonna say, that's what she wanted from you.
She wanted me to do it. Since long ago.
I just killed all those people. I pushed out. I was angry, and I pushed the swan boats, and they went after them.
Luce, it could have been anyone. I'm sorry.
You didn't tell me. I'm your best friend, and you didn't tell me anything. And now this has happened.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. We're not alike at all. If this is what your god wants from you, then I don't want anything to do with it.
I have a choice, Luce.
Well, neither do I. I'm sorry. I encouraged you to go back to her. That was my fault.
There's nothing I can do, Luce. She's going to take me.
You
And
could have
that-
told me.
I didn't want to tell
You
you.
could have asked for help.
You can't help.
I wouldn't have done this. We could have filled a boat with bricks.
That's what I was planning on doing.
We didn't tell me anything.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else you want me to say.
We should get this conversation off the streets.
Our view rises up above the docks, and these three stood amidst a shocked and terrified crowd. And that is where we shall leave Chessenta today.
No, you can't, because now it's like 3 weeks until our next session.
Afraid so.
Oh, Luce.
complicated.
Guys.
Okay.
That was intense.
I need to write all that in my notes now. I'm gonna have to watch it back.
I remember when we were talking about this. It's like, yeah, we'll get the three of you. We'll just do a fun little chaos crew, little side thing.
Most horrifying traumatic session game. Sounds about right, actually, with this combination.
Yes,
it really does.
Indeed. Yes, seconding the shout-outs in chat there for great character acting. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so as we leave Chessenta, we will not be leaving all of our adventures. We do have a few more outings coming soon. Next week's schedule is going to be a little different than usual, with a couple of national holidays here in Japan and some things going on. So, if you would like to keep up to date with our schedule and what's happening, please do jump into the Discord, and you can see what is going on and get all of the news and keep up to date and chat with us about what's going on and share what's going on with you too, and look for players in your games, look to be a player in other people's games, share art, food, all sorts of bits and bobs. Nice place to hang out. So, we will be back. We have one last session this week. We'll be back with Candlekeep Mysteries tomorrow, and then no Hunger of Ithrin next week. The next sessions will be Out of the Abyss, Barovia and Beyond, and then no Witchlight next week. And we have our penultimate session of the High Seas, our Spelljammer Radiant Citadel crossover next Saturday. And then... Saturday next week, that is. And then we'll be back to our regular schedule of things. So... Oh, good morning, Glad. I hope you're having a good holiday. So everyone has joined us today. Lots and lots of people in. Thank you so much. Absolute pleasure to have you all here. As we say goodbye to our friends and wrap things up, if you are not already, ! Enter in chat for your chance to win. Special giveaways today.
Guys.
Yes. We have the fantastic, I want to get the full title of this so I do it properly, the fantastic Adamantine City of Tarondir from CZRPGP, a fantastic city location to use in one-shots or drop into your campaigns. And even better than that, we have the incredible, amazing Encounters and Places, the newly completed and finalized Kickstarted edition of the incredible CZRGP library, in awesome locations, beautiful maps and design. Play them as one-shots. They offer ways to tie them into little mini campaigns, all sorts of good stuff there. We have one digital copy of this to give away to a lucky winner. 300 plus pages of adventures in there. So if you would like the chance to win, jump in. Indeed. Okay, I have my cup of fizz. It is fantastic. I jumped onto that Kickstarter promptly. Okay, so... Oh, Bard of Runs, thank you. And, doing the honourable thing there, having won before. Okay, so... I am looking forward to continuing this and catching Scuff and Carolyn up with the story. We shall be joining our adventures again next time. Speaking of said adventurers... Arius, when you're not sending sailors to their doom or having your friends do it for you, where can people find you on the material plane?
I take issue.
Not intentionally.
With that.
Not intentionally.
I am usually on Twitter at RockyPocky. You can find me in Emma's bio. I am just there for shits and giggles. Otherwise, I tend to play occasionally in other people's games. Yeah, mostly I'm going to plug my girlfriend because she's an amazing artist. So yeah.
With that. Speaking of, that's you. Where can people find you?
Hi, it's me. Yes, you can find me on Emma City Art. My Twitter says that missions open. They are for a brief period of time whilst I catch up on stuff that's in the works. But they should be open again for the beginning of spooky season. Well, it's already spooky season, but like October. So if you want any art done, you can see a lot of my work on this wonderful channel, which is great.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's me for now.
Thank you very much. And Reese?
I'm Aelin, I play Reese, and you can find me at AceRogueZential on Twitter.
Thank you very much. Okay, so yes, big thank you to everyone who's joined us today, and we will hope to see you all again very, very soon. Thank you for all of the follows today. Absolute pleasure to have everyone in. And we look forward to going off on more adventures with you very, very soon. Okay, that is last call for the giveaway. Let's just double check that we've got everyone in here. Give it a quick refresh. Okay, so yes, 2 winners today. That's Adamantine City of Tyranny and the fantastic Amazing Encounters and Places. So, closing up those entries. Good luck, everybody. First things first, the fabulous Adamantine City of Tarandir is going to... Chav Hunter! Congratulations! Rolling yourself a natural 20 in chat there just before. Congratulations, Chav. Awesome stuff heading your way. And our second winner for the digital copy of Amazing Encounters and Places goes to... You did call it. Goes to... Fizz Cannon! Congratulations!
Whee!
Well done, Fizz. Thank you for coming on by. I hope I saw you over on GM Workshop's channel before. Huge congratulations to Fizz Cannon and Chav Hunter there. And do come back. We do have more giveaways in all of our sessions. Lots of fun things to get your hands on. Beautiful stuff from CZRPG. Some occasionally, if you catch the right streams, some very, very nice Phoenix dice. I saw some nice dice headed over Roveljax's way recently. Excellent to see. I know Baron Dragonborn has lots of those wonderful dice as well. Okay, thank you, everybody. That is all for today. Let us head off raiding and see who's on, if any of our stream team on. Let's see. Ooh, this is kind of apt for how we ended the session today. Our good friend Kyle and everyone over at Play Nerd Allies are playing Call of Cthulhu.
Oh.
No, don't worry, Chav. I'll send you the link to get the download of that very, very soon. I'll send it in Discord or the Twitch Whispers, so keep an eye out for that message there. Thank you, though. Okay. CGRGP, yeah. you know them, Baron. New sponsor. Sorry. For some reason, I switched it around a bunch of times today. I'm not sure why. CGRPG's stuff is coming to you. Yeah. Okay, so yes, let us go and get a few more tentacles in our life as we head on over to some Call of Cthulhu over on Play Nerd Allies. You know how it goes, my friends. Stick around for that raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But till next time. As we like to say around these parts, oh yes, me.
Oh yes, me.
Just like those sailors.